Well, good evening and welcome back, everybody, to episode 7 of Storm King's Thunder right here on the Proficiency Bonus Twitch channel. We're so glad that you're with us tonight. Thank you once again for tuning in to watch our shenanigans in this exciting adventure of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. First things first, I just want to do a really quick shout out to Team MZ for all of your support and encouragement. Thank you for supporting us small streamers and helping us to get our names out there. If you're interested and you're a small streamer just like us, make sure you check out Team MZ on Twitter. I think they're also on Facebook, so make sure you go check them out for all small streamer needs and support. So tonight is our very special night. We are doing a special episode for disaster relief. I don't know if a lot of you may not have realized that here in the United States there's been a lot of hurricanes and damage from strong storms. So we thought it would be a good idea to do something about it. And I'm going to give kind of turn it over to Zos here, because this was a lot of her ideas. So Zos, if you want to kind of chime in and tell everybody about the charity that we're supporting tonight.
Yeah, all right, cool. So the charity that we chose was Hand in Hand. You might have heard of them because they did a telethon earlier in the week. And basically, if any of you guys feel, called to donate to Hand in Hand to help with the victims of Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma, then you just have to type !donate in the chat box, and it will pop up, and it'll give you the information to the website, and you can go and you can donate. And it's just, I just wanted to do this because I'm Floridian and directly affected, so, And Michael got a little bit of the hurricane as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. Irma actually made it all the way up here to South Carolina. Blew a bunch of trees down on a bunch of power lines. A lot of us were without power and things like that, so it was pretty crazy. I even saw a video. One guy was driving in his police patrol car right inside our downtown area, and a huge tree just fell right on his SUV as he was driving. It was crazy. It was shared on social media and things like that. So I went ahead and did the !donate inside the Twitch chat for all of you, and it comes up an automated message. You can click right on that link. It's Hand in Hand 2017. You click on that, it'll take you right to the donate page. So if you guys could help us out in supporting these individuals who've been affected by these horrible storms, we would absolutely appreciate it and love it. So thank you guys. Thank you, Zos.
No problem.
Hey, Zos.
Awesome. What we're going to do is we're going to hold off on the giveaway until next week, Zos.
Oh, okay.
If that's cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Zos has got an awesome gift bag that she's putting together, but we're gonna hold off on it till next week, and we'll give that away during the break next time.
Okay, cool.
So on Monday, Matthew started running Tomb of Annihilation right here on Proficiency Bonus on Monday night at 8 o'clock. He had his very first stream. What do you think, Matthew? How did Tomb of Annihilation go on opening night?
It was, other than some minor technical difficulties with the video for everyone cutting out within the first minute or two, I actually had a lot of fun with it. Group has got themselves into, out of some costly expense due to their fabulous fiddler, and found their way into an interesting cliffhanger. I know the episode's been uploaded onto YouTube, so if you didn't get a chance to check it out, swing over to Proficiency Bonus over on YouTube and check out episode 1 of Tomb of Annihilation, and then tune in Monday to find out how our little cliffhanger picks up.
I especially liked King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard. That was
King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard, who's not a bloody wizard.
Not a wizard. Yeah, that. I was like, what is he doing?
That's just me all over.
Okay, and a couple other things. Hey, Christy, if you could hit the reconnect button in your settings. For some reason, I can't see your video. I tried to hit reconnect on mine a couple times and it wouldn't pop up. But there we go. There she is. Oh, she disappeared again. There she is. And now Matthew's gone.
Me?
And now Matthew's
No,
gone.
I'm reconnecting too because I couldn't see her
It's
yet.
like musical videos.
Musical video, yeah. The reason Christy did some amazing artwork for us this week, and if you haven't saw it on Twitter, I think I shared it from my Twitter account @ProfBonus, but you can check her out on Twitter as well. She's got her artwork that she's doing of our characters, and they're absolutely amazing. And during the break tonight, we will be sharing some of that artwork with you. She's got Callista's character design finished and Lachlan's finished, and they're both absolutely stunning. So thank you, Christy, for doing that for us. And
You're welcome.
I can't wait to see what everybody else looks like. It's going to be amazing.
I think Zoss is next. I think Diana's next.
All right. Diana's next. That's exciting.
I feel so much more comfortable drawing girls. Sorry, guys. You might look really feminine.
I think you made Lachlan look pretty manly. Like he's feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
I was going to knock Lachlan for a second. She's more comfortable drawing girls. I guess Lachlan had a little change. Lachlan, is there something you need to
He
tell
gave me
me?
his info first. He gave me his info first. That's why I drew him first.
And our last announcement for this evening, before we do a little quick recap, is that we just got word this week that we've been invited to be a Twitch affiliate channel. So that means going forward, hopefully by next week, this channel will actually be available to start doing subscribers and bits and all those cheers and good things that come along with that. So if you're thinking about helping us out and supporting the channel in that way, I'm hoping that by next week we'll have a subscribe button up there somewhere instead of just follow. So if you want to follow us, if you haven't followed us yet, go ahead and hit that follow button. Make sure that you're keeping track of all that we've got going on here at Proficiency Bonus with our stream and our wonderful cast and our wonderful cast on Monday as well. So I was so glad that the power came back on from Hurricane Irma that I was able to tune in and watch most of the show Monday. So it was really cool. But anyway, going forward, quick recap from last week. Last week we were still in this, I guess, tough battle with these orcs that have appeared to come in search of just trying to get into this town of Nightstone that our characters have been huddled up here for the last couple of days. At the very beginning of our episode, Mobi fell unconscious to a large great axe from a vicious orc captain, and he began sinking into the moat that surrounds Nightstone. Callista shocks everyone by transforming into a large black bear, shocking Lachlan as he was sitting right next to her.
Yeah, scarred for life.
And kind of not so smoothly jumping off of the tower, landing into the rocks beside the tower and rolling into the water to try to, take care of some of the orcs and villains below. Gum Gum, our goblin friend, and Diana's niece, was impaled by one of the other orc bosses. Yeah, exactly like that, Matthew. But in an exciting turn of events, Diana risked it all to just go to Gum Gum and see if there was something that she could do to bring Gum Gum back. And at the end of the episode, Gum Gum was breathing, not conscious, but breathing, and still very badly injured. So Diana did that. Lachlan, with some amazing feats of bravery, balanced across the top of the
Or
pointed...
stupidity.
Yeah, one or the other, right?
They're not mutually exclusive.
Was balancing across the top of the palisade, even doing cartwheels on the top of this thing. And dove off the tower to save his cousin Mobi. And in very dramatic fashion, was able to pull him from the water. Mulfin having his own internal struggles on whether to leap off the tower himself. He wasn't sure how he was going to get to Mobi. Continues to shout, cast firebolts and shout at the orc leader, trying anything he could to get under his skin. which definitely sounds like something that our good friend Molfin would do.
Oh.
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive back into our epic battle that we've got going on here. And as the story is told, you guys are seeing that these orcs are rather being unsuccessful at breaking through the palisade walls. The orc commander seems to be barking some commands, and a lot of them seem to be redirecting their focus and attention back to where he is. And a lot of them are headed, looks like, back towards his direction to see if they can find some other way in. But that being said, that brings us to Kella's turn. And Kella is going to start running. Up back towards the center of town now that she has a short sword in hand. And that brings us to this orc who's at the top, and he's going to start moving back down side at the top of Nightstone. I got a lot of orcs here at the top of the round. They did a lot better on all their initiative rolls than you guys did. That bandit is still standing guard. This orc was the one that was trying to hit Callista with his battle axe. And Callista went back out into the water as a bear, and he's going to kind of move over here, and he's going to...
No!
Yeah, he's going to jump into the water.
No!
And he's going to start swimming, but that takes up pretty much his full movement to do that. So he's going to go ahead and use another movement just to get right up next to Callista.
No!
And that'll take up his whole turn. This orc starts moving back down to about right there. This one does the same. Unfortunately, is going to step in the grease. And is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. How long does that grease last, Matthew?
I believe it is 10 rounds. Let me double check real quick.
Yeah, it still hasn't been 10 rounds, so...
So I think it's a minute, so...
Well, he is successful.
Grease, yeah, 1 minute, 10 rounds.
Or wait, what's your spell save DC?
Oh, no,
I think we should have been using that the whole time, right?
yeah, I think that's what we have been using. I want to, I can't remember if it's a 14 or a 16. Let me double check. I think it's a 14, so he may have saved.
Okay.
Yeah, spell save DC 14, so he makes it.
He makes it. Okay, so he kind of wrestles to his feet slip a little bit, but he's able to keep his balance. And he's actually you're right there, Molfin, aren't you?
I'm up on the, well, no, I'm still up top.
Okay. And
Yeah,
actually,
that's it. I just happened to be stuck out there so I could see.
Gotcha. All right, this next. Actually, that orc is gonna throw a javelin at Lachlan. So Lachlan's down there.
Say maybe. Like,
Is that how it is?
So here comes...
Actually, wait a second. That might be. Oh no, that's right. Sorry, I can't do math.
Whew.
That hits.
So Lachlan, a just lash of pain just sears through your back as this javelin just comes piercing right through your lower left back. You take 6 points of piercing damage, and you just, yeah, exactly that. You reach back, and it's just pain, just shooting up your back.
I'm in rough shape.
This orc continues to move. 1, 2. He gets to right there.
No.
He's gonna try to throw a javelin at Diana,
Oh, hello there.
Oh,
but it's gonna be long range, so he's gonna have disadvantage on this attack. So take the lowest of the two. Oh my goodness. A 17.
That hits me.
So this javelin sinks into your right thigh, Zos, as it sails across the moat. You can just hear a roar, and you take 9 piercing damage as this thing jolts into your thigh. That hurts.
Why can't I not click on my token? Oh, because I have the measuring tape on, that's why.
Kaylin is running to go get weapons.
Did we really take everybody's weapons?
Well,
I'm gonna have to have a talk with this guy to
no, it didn't
disarm
throw something.
everybody.
Kaylin's a guard, and he only is equipped with a spear, which they usually hold it, but he threw it down from the top tower to try to hit that one guy, and that was it. Alera is continuing to. Where did Alera go?
Isn't she stealing a horse?
Oh yeah, that's what she's doing. Yes. Yeah, she's gonna make an animal handling check. She's trying to steal a horse. So, animal handling, is that wisdom?
Yes,
Yes.
I believe so.
So let's see how she does. Hey, not bad. So she's able to get on top of this bandit's horse, this Zentrum horse, and basically just starts to just, get this thing moving as quick as it possibly can. So I'm gonna double check a horse's speed. I think it's 50 feet. Dun, dun, dun. This music is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Now to retcon, Michael, is that the lady I approached earlier, like a few episodes ago before, like during PAX, I sent you a message about what I wanted to do before with the letter?
Yeah,
Or
you wanted to
her?
approach one of the ladies?
Yeah, one
Okay.
of the ladies that was like really like
Yeah.
devoted to her.
Well, no, the devoted one is crying tears in the pit. This one was kind of.
I wanted one that was like not useless. Obviously, it was either the guy or the girl.
Okay, probably the guy, Kaylin, was
Okay.
probably one that was kind of the
So he would have it then, not her.
right.
Okay.
And she's going to. Oh, she can only move to there because she had to use her check to do that. All right, so we got another orc. Who is, right here too. Also gonna swim towards Callista.
No. Really?
These orcs are continuing to move south as they're kind of huffing and puffing down there. He's actually gonna sprint down that way. That brings us to Zulkin. He starts heading his way back up. Right beside Kella. This orc sprints down.
There are so many orcs.
Sprints down. Torum, the guard with the beard, is kind of just standing guard, almost waiting for the gate. The gate to either drop or something to come through it. The Zentrum on top of the one tower is going to fire his light crossbow down at the orc that's standing right next to or swimming right next to Callista.
Thank you. Kill it so I can move away.
So here comes his light crossbow attack.
God damn.
That's gonna sail over top and splash into the water behind. Actually, just barely misses both the orc and Callista. So fires in between it. You can just hear him like punch the top of the tower and then start reloading.
Someone needs to fire.
If the bear could roll eyes. So salty. Oh, it's so torn.
This orc is sprinting down south as they're continuing to run. Looks like more orcs at the top are also running. Not quite getting into view of Lachlan just yet, and Mobi. This orc moves. Also jumping into the water as they start to see all the briars and things from Callista's spell from before.
Whoa. Am I still here?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Roll20 told me I lost connection for a moment.
Yeah, I don't
I
see
did
your
that earlier
video.
to me too.
Oh, yeah, your video just cut out.
Okay, well, at least I'm still here, so I know I have internet. Just Roll20. Oh, now it's back.
Are you back? Yeah.
3. This orc is running and is also going to have to make a dexterity save as it steps in Muffin's grease.
Come on, big fail, baby, big fail!
Oh, yeah, that's a fail.
Oh.
And he goes into the water, splashing, and is unable to move any further. So that brings us to this next orc. It's moving down. Gets to about here, and it's going to have to take to the water as well. That brings us to Gurrash.
Do something useful.
Seeing Lachlan standing there with his bow after taking the arrow to the back, Gurrash charges.
Charges. Yeah.
Let's see. He can move 30 feet. He can get to there. I don't think he will. Well, as he's running, he gets his spear out.
All right.
And he is going to throw it because he can't get any closer to Lachlan this time.
Oh.
So here comes the spear flying at you, Lachlan.
All right.
Lachlan, you better not die. I just spent 3 days on your freaking photo.
I am dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So this spear goes shooting through Lachlan's stomach, and Lachlan
No!
falls onto his brother Mobi, or onto his cousin Mobi, and is just like laying over top of him. It's kind of like Mobi's laying there, and then Lachlan just lying on top of him
Wow.
with his spear
Sandwich.
sticking out of his.
This is my dream.
Like a gnome.
Dream.
Oh my goodness! Yes, we're gonna.
Ah!
The bandit on top of the other tower, seeing the desperation in what is happening below, starts to take his turn, and he, with the back of his light crossbow, just slams into the mechanism that lowers the drawbridge. And you guys can hear as the drawbridge falls. Dust and a cloud of just this dust just pours out from the other side of the drawbridge as it slams into the chains on either side, completely just vibrating with the just taut now as it slammed across them to the other side. So now the drawbridge is actually down, just like it is in the image that you see. And
Cool.
that brings us to Diana.
Hey. So thank God I didn't get murdered before my turn.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens to people.
Josh says in the chat, "Are you sure this disaster leaf is for the hurricane?"
Yes.
It's for us.
What?
Damn!
I die.
Okay, so I look around, I see the desperation, I get hit in the thigh, I see Lachlan go down, I'm looking at Callista getting swarmed, and the drawbridge falling down, and I want to like turn to Krista, I want to be like, girl, run! And I'm gonna start running in the other direction, back where I came from, behind this tree over here, which is, I think, exactly 30 feet.
Yep.
If the spot that I chose is correct. Yeah, it is. Okay. And on my way, I'll do a little shooty shoot with a sacred flame at the guy that is near Callista, because either from that position he was in range, or from this new position he's in range. So
Okay. Sounds good.
let me just pull it up and
I love how you're like, girl, run, and I'm just like a bear's like, oh.
like, sacred flame.
DC 14 dexterity save for the orc.
Ugh, only 3 radiant damage, really?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, as you as you cast the spell, he seems to be moving quick enough through the water and seems to just find a way to not get completely engulfed with your radiant flames. Yeah. Anything else, Diana?
I would like to pray.
Would like to pray? Immediately, Diana falls to her knees behind the tree and starts praying to Ilmater.
Yep.
Ilmater, I'm not casting any doubt, but if you were real, you'd help.
Excellent, excellent.
That ultimatum, though.
That brings us to another orc that moves down. Gets to about right there. That brings us to Molfin.
Okay.
Molfin is going to use his action to bring the mage hand, which is out, still floating a little ways out in the water, and bring it down towards Lachlan.
Okay. Excellent.
Basically, he's going to finish his action to force feed it to Lachlan. But before he does that, Molfin looks out at that orc that he's been going back and forth with. Looks down on him and says, the drawbridge has been opened. Will you allow me to collect my kin and leave? If we and my group pose no further opposition to you in this city.
Make a persuasion check.
You have inspiration, right?
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Who has the D20?
Lachlan
I do.
has the
Okay,
D20.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
I forgot to put the Lachlan's nat 20 on there.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta put that on the screen there so our viewers can see. There we go.
Okay. Okay, I am burning that inspiration because.
All right. All right.
Please.
Please. Please.
That's not great.
All right.
Perception.
Well, I don't know. Go.
That's
It's
perception.
Not persuasion.
Oh, I think it's the same. Let me check. That may have been even worse. It actually is. I have a minus to that.
You have a minus to persuasion?
Yeah, it's a -1.
12?
Let's
So that would be an 11.
is insight
No,
intelligence
use
or
Insight is wisdom.
insight is wisdom? Let's see if he can see if you're
Yeah.
Oh, nice knowing you guys.
Well, he looks like he's pondering it for a moment, Molfin. And then he remembers all the mean things that you were saying to him earlier.
Bullies never prosper. Lesson learned.
How much healing did I just shove down Lachlan's throat?
That's the standard healing potion, so I think it's what 2d4 plus 2. Does that sound right?
right?
Let me double check.
And is that something I roll, or is that something Lachlan rolls?
You guys can decide who would rather roll.
Go ahead, Gramps.
Okay.
Let me double check and make sure I'm right on that.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. Yep.
Okay. And for those watching, this is not a, nice and gentle, pop the cork, tilt the head back. This is, you stupid little, rips the cork out, shoves the thing in his throat.
Nice roll.
Oh,
Nice roll.
wow.
Oh, nice.
I wake up
Almost a
and see
perfect roll.
and see a ghostly hand feeding me. I'm like, ah!
And then he looks down and sees the spear out of his stomach, and he's like, "Ah!"
Get me out of here!
And you hear from above you, "Run, you fool!" And with that, Molfin is starting. Molfin is going to take about 10 feet down the ladder,
Okay.
and then just stop, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. Excellent.
Just enough so I'm not visible. As far as anyone knows, I'm on my way out the door.
All right.
With that, I'm going to try reconnecting because my camera is acting up. And
Yeah,
That's fine. Sure. Sounds good. The Zentarum that's standing on top of the tower is going to fire a shot. Seeing the devastation as the spear went into Lachlan, and now Lachlan is back up, he's going to take a light crossbow shot at Gurrash. His character sheet is down here. There you are.
Do good, bandit, or I swear.
So here it comes. And that, I think, will hit.
God
Yes.
bless him.
Not very good.
So, yeah, it kind of hits him in the right shoulder. There's a crossbow bolt stuck out of his right shoulder, along with those other arrows that have already been in him. It kind of almost it's like a little pinch for him. He's kind of surprised that it didn't do much, or he didn't get as good of a shot. So he starts reloading and stays there. Sidiri, continuing to cry, is kind of starting to wipe her tears and kind of staring off into like kind of the sky. She's just like looking up and kind of wiping her tears. Almost seems like she's having these thoughts, almost like trying to come to grips and come to terms with herself. That brings us to another orc. This orc's sprinting down. Gets to right there. Gum Gum is.
My baby.
Did Callista miss a turn? Because I don't see me in the order. I was a number 4.
Oh, yes. You
Oh,
Sweet.
what happened?
Because I changed your character token. That's probably what happened.
Oh.
Let me re-add you, and then you can. We'll have your turn. Go ahead. So, thanks for catching that.
Yeah, I knew I was before Gumba Gum. That's the only reason why I noticed.
We'll re-add you to the turn order.
I'm pretty sure I was a 4.
Yep, I got you. That brings us to Callista. Go ahead, Callista. What would you like to do? You've got all these orcs jumping in the water, bearing down on you. Bearing down on you.
But no. No.
Okay.
Can we get disadvantage on the DM for the bad pun?
One level of exhaustion.
Let's just do it on the fun. Okay, that guy in front of me, does he look injured at all or no?
No, he looks
I didn't think so. Okay.
he looks pretty intact. Doesn't have any cuts or scrapes on him.
I'm gonna risk it and get to Gum Gum and pick her up with my bear, like kind of like put my nose under her body to like get her over my neck.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then use the rest of my movement, probably another like 10 feet to like start running.
Okay. Okay. How much movement does the black bear have?
50, I think.
Okay. So it's gonna take you. That first square is gonna take you. It's like a kind of like a double move square. So it'll take you 10 feet for that first one. But then after that, you'll be out of the
Right.
water and you'll be good.
Okay. So I will get
So you
to
got
Gum Gum,
40 feet more. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
and I will take Gum Gum, probably even in, I don't know how many feet I can go. Probably like 10 feet.
Yeah, probably about to there. Uh-huh.
But yeah, I will take us both to here.
Okay. Excellent. Gum Gum is riding along. I'm just putting her token beside you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So it doesn't get too clouded. So you get an attack of opportunity as
I
that,
know.
as that orc is going to take a swing at you.
I know. I'm risking it.
With his great axe.
Yes!
Splashes into the water.
I show him my big bear butt.
If that hit, if that would have hit, that would have hurt really bad because he rolled a 12 on his D12. Oh, that would have hurt real bad. But yeah,
really hurt. Like
Callista, as she's swimming over to the edge, gets out of the water and starts wiggling that bear rear end at this orc, who just kind of starts huffing and puffing in the water.
can I fart in his direction? Is that a bonus action?
Is that a breath attack?
Make a performance check for us.
Oh shoot!
Let's see how good this is.
Wait, performance?
The bear can force itself to fart, but let's see what kind of fart it is. That's pretty decent. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a low rumble to it.
The incoming storm.
Does that cause a green fog cloud to appear in a 20-foot radius?
He gets disadvantage now, right? He's technically poisoned.
Yes. Disadvantage on all ability checks. Anything to do with sense of smell.
Okay, that's my turn.
Excellent. Awesome turn, Callista. Awesome. Okay, so that brings us to, for some reason, we gotta reset this descending order here. That brings us to the top. But before Lachlan, before you get to go, actually, Lachlan, since you're awake, Mulfin, you hear this as well. Mobi is still unconscious, so he wouldn't really know or hear what's going on. But all of a sudden, Mulfin and Lachlan, you start to hear the sounds of bowstrings letting loose of arrows coming from somewhere to the north. And all of a sudden, these arrows come flying towards this band of orcs to the northern part of the town.
Watch where you're shooting! Don't hit me!
Molfin looks to himself and just goes, "That's no orc horn."
Nice. So one of these is going to take a shot. Let's see. I gotta make sure I'm not rolling or whispering these. There we go. Never whisper. And here comes. Scout make multi-attack. So 2 shots from this first.
Oh, come on, start killing him.
Wow. Wow. Both of those arrows go sinking into the first orc down here. Right into his back as he's trying to run away. Weird. Why aren't you? Oh, because I'm not on the right layer. There we go. It does not take the orc down, but the orc kind of falls to one knee trying to run and turns back rapidly to see what happened, see where it came from. Another one is going to fire 2 arrows at the orc in front of. So here comes 2 shots from a longbow. Oh! The first one.
I want to be.
The first one sinks into the wooden palisade, but then the second one it jams right into the backside of this orc's neck, and does a massive amount of damage. Blood starts to dark red blood starts to pour down, but the orc reaches up and just looks back to see all of these wood elves standing here at the top. The next one is going to take 2 shots at that first one that was already injured. So here comes these 2 shots, firing these bows at rapid pace.
Oh!
Oh, that one not so good.
This is first time now.
He's only half elf.
The first the first one hits the wooden palisade. The second one doesn't even. It's like one of those like seeing like a 3-year-old try to shoot a bow and arrow, and it just goes bloop, and it goes into the water and splashes. And you could see that he's. It seems like he had like a flawed arrow or something like that. It just didn't go right.
Yeah, it's
For
Theo's
sure, it
fault.
was the arrow.
So it must have been the arrow.
It's
Yeah,
Theo's fault,
Definitely
totally.
wasn't my skill.
No.
The next one is going to take 2 shots at the one that's in that pack of 3 that didn't get hit yet. So here comes 2 that come flying towards. I think the second one is going to make the hit. Yes, the second one pierces, but just catches him in the leg. Some blood runs down his calf. That brings us up to the next one. It's going to take 2 shots at the first one again. And those are both going to hit and take him out.
Yeah.
As both arrows sink into the orc falls down onto his face after he was on one knee and rolls into the moat with a splash. And blood just starts to ooze out around into the water. Brings us to, we've got 2 more or 3 more. As this one's going to take 2 shots at the second one that was already damaged.
No. Oh, he
As
did.
both of those miss as well, kind of sailing over top of the orc's head, crashing into the palisade. One of the arrows actually deflects off of the palisade and goes flying up above the tower and crashes on and falls down into where Molfin is crawling down the ladder. And the arrow kind of just like stumbles down and just bops you on the head a little bit on the side, and then falls down.
Who's up there?
And we've
Bloody
got
fool.
2 more shots coming to the one that was only damaged a little bit. Got hit in the leg. So here comes 2 more shots. And the first one is going to hit to deal a little bit more damage to him as this arrow comes sticking into his stomach. Last one is going to fire at the other one that was injured, as they're kind of focusing all their attacks up here to the north.
I want to meet these guys when I grow up.
Oh, wow. That orc actually goes, as both arrows hit into its chest, goes flying back into the palisade wall, slams into the palisade wall, then rolls back down this somewhat gravelly cliff and splashing into the moat as well. So there are 2 orcs totally taken out by these. And now the one who's kind of looks a little bit... he looks a little different from the others, standing out front, is going to also take 2 shots. This one's going to come at the orc that is somewhat injured back there.
Holy mother of...
Damn. Oh,
What?
And that one also flying back into the palisade, bouncing off of it, rolling down. The gravel is just starting to kind of come down behind the orc and splashes into the water of the moat. The blood is just increasing to pour out of these 3 corpses that are now floating into the moat beside, as these 3 orcs are no more.
And are any of these elven men eligible bachelors?
That might be a possibility there, Diana.
real.
I'm going to make up her mind. She's starting to look a little like, oh, I want him, I want him, I want him.
I would him. Just like a reverse harem.
So
I'll help you on that quest, Diana.
So yeah, Lachlan, you definitely heard all that happen. Molfin, you heard all that happen as well. And these orcs are now turning around, looking back with some rage towards these newfound friends that have seemed to show up. So Lachlan, what would you like to do? You are prone on top of Mobi.
Yeah.
But you're feeling a little bit better now that
Yes.
you had that potion of healing.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is probably still stuffed in your mouth.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gramps. So looking down at Mobi, who's still unconscious, right?
Yeah, you're kind of laying on top of him still.
Yeah. Have I dealt with unconscious people before? Like, would I know if there's anything I can do for them, or?
Getting them to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much get him out of there. You've already you can tell he's alive and he's breathing.
Yeah.
But you don't have too much extensive knowledge in what to do from there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Fair enough. I guess I want to see if I can kind of. Oh boy. Yeah, like if I can like rouse him or something, or. Yeah, I want to try to just slap him around a bit and see if I can like wake him up.
Okay. So Lachlan just starts
Oh,
smacking Mobi. He's trying to wake
That's not how
him
you
up.
do it, Lachlan.
All that happens is Mobi's cheeks start to turn red. It's Lachlan's just,
Sorry.
Back into death saves.
guys, wake up.
Can I see around the corner up to like my north here at all? Like, can I see whether or not things are fairly clear where all those orcs were dying, or?
Oh yeah, you can see over here to these. There seems to be individuals clad in some leather-looking armor.
Yeah.
Lots of earthy tones, greens and browns, wielding longbows and just unleashing these arrows on the orcs that are up here to the north.
Fair enough. Then I guess I want to kind of drag Mobi toward them, I guess, so that we're just further away from like the orcs that are down here, and we can give them some space if possible, like along the outside of the palisade here.
Okay. There are 3 orcs still alive.
Oh,
up
there
here
there
in
are
that
still.
direction.
Oh.
So they're all
Oh,
they
boy.
all kind of got their attention back towards the elves now, but
All right. I'll just hold my turn then.
okay. Okay. Mobi is still unconscious, but he's breathing.
Yeah. I'm
Josh
turning
has
up
pointed out,
left.
Lachlan, you were supposed to turn and tell that big bad orc who just impaled you to run and go call emergency service, and then you're supposed to start administering fantasy CPR.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good point, Mr. Carrot Rope. We don't know if Mobi is rabid, so maybe it's a better idea if you don't do that, Lachlan. He might have rabies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a possibility that Mobi has rabies.
It's more likely that JJ does.
Yep. That's it.
That brings us to Kella. Kella, now seeing that the drawbridge has been dropped, is rather surprised by the fact that it is, but starts to change her course and starts heading towards the drawbridge.
Kill her.
And she uses both to sprint, basically. We've got an orc up top. This orc changes direction and starts heading... actually starts running away. Jumps into the water. Actually can get to about right here, because that grease is technically not in the water. We've got Mr. Lookout Bandit. He's kind of hanging out there. Mr. Zentrum. That orc is dead. We're going to take him off the order. That orc, swinging and missing at Callista, is going to continue going towards Callista.
No.
Don't get my baby in danger now.
And actually,
let
he
them
can
run
get
by.
to right next to Callista.
God damn.
And he's going to take a swing with his great axe.
I'll show him my butt so Gum Gum's not in danger.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
And as you turn to show your butt to this
But I
orc,
fart again.
he goes to swing the great axe, and all of a sudden, he's like, we've got a very gassy black bear in this episode.
She's not used to being an animal.
Digesting all that meat.
This,
Yeah.
this orc is splashing into the water as well. Swimming across the moat. And
I'm clutching Mobi as I watch these orcs swim away.
as they do, they're both of these orcs that are kind of swimming are looking towards Gurrash with wide eyes and barking a bunch of things at him in Orcish that you can't really understand. But it's like, you know, it's just a bunch of mumble jumble that you have no idea what they're saying. Kalen himself is continuing to look for weapons. As he does, Zulkin stops him and is like, and puts the short sword in his hands that he got from Kella, and kind of redirects him, trying to turn him around to go back towards the drawbridge that has just been opened. And he's going to use the rest of his movement to get to about right there, now that he is equipped with a short sword. Alera is running on the horseback. And it sprints past Zulkin. And kind of gives him a very rude gesture as she makes eye contact with him as she passes on one of the Zentrum horses. This orc is going to continue swimming downstream towards Callista, but is not going to be able to get near her. Gets to about right there. This orc, I believe.
I love our viewers.
I'll tell you, we have some incredible viewers.
So true, Josh.
I'm going to agree with Carrot Rope on this one, though. We're going to have to consult the union. That doesn't sound legit.
Zulkin is going to head towards the drawbridge. Kind of sprinting with Kella.
I'm sorry, Fantasy Nurse and Midwifery Council.
Midwifery Council, love it. I believe I'm gonna check what Zulkin has. What do you got here, Zulkin?
Do you have Prayer of Heal all the gnomes for full life at 300 feet?
Unfortunately, he does
Rest
not.
your wounds.
As he's running, he pulls out a scimitar and a dagger in his offhand as he is
Pretty cool.
sprinting towards the drawbridge. Torum, seeing that the drawbridge has been lowered, starts to head out. Gets to about there, sees the orc trying to attack what he's not really sure what it is on the other side of the orc because he can't get a good view of it. He can just see a butt. But he's going to
Don't
throw
kill
he's going to throw his spear at this orc.
Good. Kill it.
And it's just in his range. Oh, no, it's not. It's disadvantage. Unfortunately. And it's going to sail past both the orc and the black bear and sink into the grassy ground beside them both. You just hear him frustratedly leave out a sigh. as now he's just standing there with a shield. We've got another orc. Where are you, orc? Must be down south. There you are. Gonna move just a little bit. Our Zentarum friend, who is on top of the left tower by the drawbridge, is going to fire a light crossbow at the orc that is trying to attack the bear as well. So here comes the light crossbow shot. And that is going to hit, piercing into the back of the orc. Right into the small of his back, dealing 8 points of damage.
Get him. Cripple him.
Callista, you can hear the pain in the orc's grunts from right behind you. And he immediately begins to reload. The next orc.
Stop it, Mobi.
Continues to run around to the south. This one is dead. This one continues to swim towards Callista. Then we've got our other Zentarum who's guarding the south. Another orc. This one is swimming away, barking commands. Sprinting as he swims, trying to get away from the new threat from the north. This orc jumps in the water. Swims to about there, headed towards where Callista went. Gurrash, seeing what is happening, starts to shout out in Orcish as loud as he possibly can, moving his head rapidly from the north to the south, screaming in Orcish. All of you who are conscious can hear the desperation in his voice as he continues to yell this out, and then he himself jumps into the water and starts to swim across. That's all the farther that he can get.
He's going after Diana.
Me?
The gnomish woman.
Yeah.
Our,
She's short enough.
this other Zentarum on the top is going to fire at one of these orcs, light crossbow down into the water. As he takes a light crossbow shot. And that is just gonna hit. He's back on it. As this crossbow bolt strikes him in the shoulder as he's swimming across, he's getting ready to climb out the other side, just reaching up, and all of a sudden this bolt just hits him right in the arm. And that brings us to Diana, who is currently praying behind a tree.
Okay. So, almost like my prayers have been answered. The forest, and they save us. So with my renewed vigor, because you know, Ilmater obviously listened to me, because like I'm a homegirl.
Nice.
I would like to. Which one looks the weakest?
The ones that are right in front of you, the one standing right next to Callista.
Okay, that's the one that I wanted to get in.
Got a crossbow bolt right in the small of his back, and he's kind of reaching out, trying to pull it out of his back, holding his great axe in one hand and trying to avoid the nasty gas that he smells all around the black bear.
I will around from behind the tree and clap my hands and throw a sacred flame at him again.
All right.
Yeah, hope he'll do better this time.
That's going to be a dexterity save.
To the spell. Let me get to the spell. Let it load. Get to the spell. Please. I'm trying to be cool.
And he rolled a
Wasn't fun.
17 on his save. So he just sees you as you jump on the other side of the tree, holding out your hands and casting your prayers out. He sees it. He just kind of spins. You just barely just see the flame start to erupt, but without an orc inside of it.
But isn't it half damage? Doesn't he take half damage?
I don't think he does on a sacred flame, does he?
I
mean,
think
if
it's
everything else is-
Yeah. They save it, it's nothing.
They save it, it's nothing, yeah. It's burning.
Yeah.
Burning hands was the spell where it did half damage if they still made it.
So Diana's embarrassed, and she's just gonna
Goes back behind the tree.
go, hoping that the elves didn't see that, because my girl's trying to get a man over here.
Awesome. So we've got another orc. This one's dead. So that brings us to Mulfin.
Oh, hearing all this strange racket above me and this small item falling on my head, I endeavor to climb back up to my perch. See what in blazes is going on out there. And upon seeing my quarry swimming away, I will, holding the staff and reaching one hand out again, yell out at him and tell him, "Stop running away, you mumble crust!" And fire off another firebolt at him as he appears to be fleeing from my injured family.
And that firebolt hits him right in the back of his head as he's swimming. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Big roll, baby.
Wow,
big
there
roll.
you go.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good roll. Slams into the back of his head, igniting some of his hair for just a second, but then the water immediately puts it out. He starts to kind of just take his hand and just throw some water over top of the sizzling wound, the burning and sensation just creeping all around the back of his head.
Either stay or leave, you Nashcab. Make up your mind. And that'll end Mulfin's turn up there.
All right.
Real quick, I had held my turn. Can I jump in at this point?
Yes.
Cool. Having seen Mulfin shoot, I'm gonna shoot the same guy with my arrows.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell what he said.
Okay.
I might be a bad influence on this one.
So, considering he's swimming, does it
Holy
still hit?
hell.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah. Roll your damage. Yep. So this one sinks after he just gets the sizzling off. Then all of a sudden this arrow goes shooting him in the back. It sticks into him.
That's it for me.
He's still there? Oh,
He
man.
is-
This
He
guy's
is
life and a
still
half.
there. He doesn't look like he's in too good a shape, though. A lot of his hair has just been burned off. He's got multiple arrows and crossbow bolts sticking out of him. He's got burn marks all over him from all your fire bolts from last time. It's not looking very good. This other Zentarum is going to take a shot at this closest orc swimming away with his light crossbow. So here it comes. And that is also going to hit. Strikes him as he's swimming away, dealing some damage, and some blood oozes out into the water, steadily moving downstream as the orc continues to splash and move through the water. Sidiri, sitting in the pit, has all of her tears wiped away, and all of a sudden her look changes from despair to pride and confidence, and she grips her spear with both hands, pulls herself to her feet using her spear, and begins to climb out of the pit.
Good for her.
And
Go, you.
as she gets to the top of the pit, she takes her hair, her long blonde hair, and removes her ponytail holder from it. Removes it, shakes her head twice like this, and her hair,
Like a Sakura moment.
and she starts running towards the drawbridge. She can only get to about 3. Right behind Kaylin. She starts heading with spear in hand. That brings us to Callista, the black bear.
I want to do. They're all coming for me, right?
Now, ever since they heard their leader barking some commands, they don't seem to be. Their attention doesn't seem to be on you anymore.
Okay.
They've kind of quickly turned their head towards him to hear what he was saying. They don't seem to be paying much attention to you.
Okay. I'm gonna hit this orc.
Awesome.
With a multi-attack.
Excellent.
Can I use inspiration on one of them?
Yes. Absolutely.
So here's the first one. So 16, 18, 19 to hit.
What was that one?
A
'Cause I
19.
rolled 19 to hit.
Oh. A 19 to hit. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna also do this one. The second one doesn't hit. Okay.
Well,
So
did you declare that? Did you want that to be your inspiration attack right there?
yeah.
So then the first one hits. So go ahead and roll another one for your second attack. Because that one, the first one was advantage, second one was disadvantage, right? Or you rolled the 2d20 for the inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you were doing? Okay, gotcha. So
I
the
think so,
first one
yeah.
definitely hits, the second one does not. And that's your claw attack? Is that what you usually do first?
2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
2d4.
That was the magic number, Callista. That was the magic number. As you claw him, you just see the life leave his eyes as he slumps down to the ground as blood pours from the wound that you just gashed through his chest.
Gross.
And the orc is no more.
And I will use my movement to get to Diana. Get Gum Gum to Diana.
Okay.
Yay!
And I will move a little bit past her, and then Gum Gum can be right below Diana.
Okay. Gum Gum is
And,
right
yeah.
there.
And I'm gonna start. Yeah. So like I'm dropped Gum Gum, and now I'm heading towards the gnomes. If that makes sense.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Diana is relieved. Her family member is back.
My knees.
This orc stops going south, jumps into the water, and starts swimming across the moat. Gum Gum is still unconscious. And all of these individuals up here start to move as well. Let's see something really quick out of curiosity.
It was so quiet. I thought everyone froze.
Yeah, I was like, am I having audio problems? And I saw like Michael thinking very deeply. And I was like, oh.
Michael didn't move. He's just like
I was counting. I tell you.
reverse math.
I teach art. I'm not a math person.
Do you have trouble with reverse
Disadvantage
math?
on math.
I have trouble with all math.
Oh my god.
I am not a math person. That's why I'm glad Roll20 does all the math for me. I just say minus. It does all that for me.
Dude, I straight up can't do division. Like, I don't
That's
know
why they
how.
teach you kids now in some weird thing. No one's ever heard of long division anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I learned long division. I just forgot it.
Mm.
They do some weird checks and boxes thing.
So
Oh my god, that is so
these
stupid.
individuals-
God, I hate fucking core.
these individuals start firing.
Oh.
Trying to take out Mobi, the leader of the Orcs.
And one is definitely going to hit this guy right here. As an arrow pierces his flesh.
Reverse
as a
math.
sword.
Great reference.
We've got another
Just
one firing
Yeah,
at the same guy.
not that I want to really admit this. Are you taking into account the fog cloud that's between them?
Oh, I didn't. Good point.
Not that I want them to be missing, but
Well, actually, the
Take a
second one, that one would have hit anyway. This third attack, so he got
Okay.
hit by one of those 4 arrows. Would actually find its way through the fog cloud and strike him for that damage. So yes, the third one is going to attack the same one. So yes, it will have disadvantage. They saw him kind of swimming back there. They're trying to like volley these arrows over top, and they're having a little bit of difficulty with it. But these guys are pretty good shots. So
Oh.
unfortunately, both of those are not good shots as they splash into the water. And this fellow in front, the guy that looks a little bit tougher, he's going to take 2 shots at the one orc that's closest to Mobi and Lachlan right there. That's kind of swimming away from them, but he's going to take his 2 shots with his longbow. He won't have disadvantage on these. So the first one strikes him as he's swimming through the water. And he is still swimming, but he looks like he has slowed his pace significantly as he's got a crossbow bolt and an arrow sticking out of him now. Not looking too hot. And two more longbows come flying from another. And one is going to strike him and kill him.
Hey.
So this orc all of a sudden goes from swimming to floating with arrows just sticking up out of the water, right beside Mobi. And the other ones, they're gonna just they're gonna go ahead and use another movement to sprint, and that will end their turn. So Lachlan,
Yeah.
what would you like to do? All these orcs are just dying all around you.
It's wonderful.
Arrows just flying past you and just flying everywhere.
Yeah. It's like a symphony. 2 quick questions. One, is there anywhere around here where I can hide? I get a sense that I'm kind of exposed out here.
You think?
Hide behind me.
Just tuck yourself underneath Mobi's unconscious body.
That's a thing.
You might be able to come around the edge of the tower that kind of sticks out from the palisade a little bit, and you might be able to tuck in back there.
Oh gosh, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Wow, this thing's all. So let's see. If I'm standing here, 5, 10, 15, 10. Yeah, so I can get there, I think.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Let me try to hide, and then I want to shoot the guy that we've been kind of focusing fire on.
Okay, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, Lachlan.
A dex.
You ran through Melvin's crease.
Rats! What have you done to me? Dexterity saving throw. Ready?
14
shit.
oh yeah.
Oh!
Like
What would Brian Boitano do?
He'd make a plan and he'd follow through.
You know, Lachlan, you're running, and you just catch a glimpse of the grease, and you realize what happened.
No!
Go ahead and describe your acrobatic move to get over the grease onto the other side.
All right. I'm pretty much, when I hit the grease, I'm gonna almost lose my footing for a moment, and then just kind of like start sliding. I'll do like a triple Lutz.
Yes. Nice. And you're safely on the
Maybe
other
somebody
side.
can hold up like a 9.5 while I.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
It's like Diana and then a big black bear holding up a sign on the other side. Gum is just laying there, and all of a sudden her hand comes up with a sign.
Gum is the one Russian judge that gives you a 6.
The Roadrunner and that Wile E. Coyote just like coming up from like the dead.
It's like it was supposed to be a 9, but she's holding it upside down because she's
Upside down.
unconscious. So it's like.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Is the 20 good for attacks or only for like checks and stuff?
You can use it on whatever you want.
I want to bust out my 20 and attack the big guy.
Oh! So Lachlan, kind of tucking himself behind the edge of the tower, nocks an arrow and steps out from the tower and unleashes this shot. And as Gurrash is swimming, he looks right towards the arrow as it's coming right towards his face. Go ahead and roll your damage for this. It's going to be a 2 dice, whatever your damage is, plus your modifier.
Okay.
As Lachlan uses his D20.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
And just as he's seeing this arrow, he just tilts his head just the slightest bit, and it sinks in beside his eye and out the other side. But he is still up, surprisingly, as he takes that shot. But he is.
That's incredible.
You just hear this roar of pain as it goes through. He reaches up. As Lachlan expends his nat 20. Take that off the screen for us. For those of you tuning in and watching tonight, we're so glad that you're with us and taking this adventure with us. If you're watching on YouTube at a later date, thank you so much for watching this video. Tonight is our disaster relief effort. We've got a link in the chat. We're donating some to flood relief with Hand in Hand. So if you type in an exclamation point, which I'm going to do right now, and donate in the chat.
Oh, I just beat you to it.
Matthew beat me to it. You can click that link, and if you would like to donate to charity tonight, there's several different options. That link will take you right to it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching Storm King's Thunder here at Proficiency Bonus. Lachlan, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, or are you all finished?
That's it.
All right.
I'm good. Thank you.
Mobi, unfortunately, I think is still unconscious.
We don't know no one with healing is anywhere near him. So.
Mobi
Can
is...
someone kick me into the water or something?
Your feet are in the water, kind of. They're like just like trickling in. A couple trout are starting to nibble on your toes. As you're.
That's alright. It's like a massage. You know,
some people pay a lot of money for that.
They get all the dead skin off your foot, or what do they do?
That's it.
Delicious.
You're gonna wake up and you're gonna have beautiful skin on your feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel rejuvenated.
So Kella
should be after the nap you took.
Kella heads towards the door. The orc that was there is dead, so we take him off the turn order. That Zentrum is on the other side of town guarding. That orc is also dead. This orc jumps in the water, sprinting across as fast as he can. Kalen runs towards the drawbridge. Alara continues to run on horseback.
Pretty good.
I don't have my coconuts handy.
And gets all the way across the drawbridge, clopping the. You guys can hear the hooves of the horse sprinting across the drawbridge to the other side. Alara riding it very aggressively as it goes across to the other side. Everybody's kind of questioning what she is doing as she is heading that way. This orc, starts sprinting to the north. This orc jumps into the water, sprinting while swimming as well. Zolkin. Steps in front, kind of casts an eye down to his fallen Zentrum friend who's laying in between the two towers. Torum runs up and picks up his spear. Starts like screaming to Alara. Alara, what are you doing? Where are you going? Doesn't really get an answer. These orcs to the south are jumping into the water and swimming across. This Zentrum is going to fire a crossbow at one of the orcs that are swimming across. Here it comes. As it lets loose and strikes the orc for 9 points of damage as the crossbow bolt sinks into the tender flesh of the orc as it is swimming away. Another orc to the south is going to jump in and swim. Another orc up here swims. Starts sprinting up the grass north. Not even really paying attention to you, Diana or Callista, as it's running.
Thank God.
Do they look like they're heading towards the other elves?
They look like they are trying to run away
Yeah.
as they realize that they're outnumbered now.
Dainty.
This other Zentrum is on the other side. This orc continues to swim and is sprinting away. This orc gets up on the other side and is sprinting away. Gurrash continues to sprint. Gets to the other side and gets to about there as he's running, barking commands and orders as he goes in Orcish. This Zentrum takes another shot at this one that just got hit. The light crossbow, here it comes. Lets loose and strikes him, and as that orc is sprinting, you just hear "Thoo!" and he falls down into the grass on the other side, completely destroyed. That orc is no more, and that brings us to Diana. who
Hi.
You've
I
been
am
you've been reunited with Gum Gum.
I've been reading with Gum. Oh my gosh! I'm just gonna pull her off of Callista and just give her a big hug. Like, I don't even care that there's a bear right there. Like, she was here. And I check her breathing, do all of the checks, you know. Is my baby alive?
All of the checks.
I'm like a concerned parent. And then you know, remembering just what they put my poor niece through, I would like to just turn to the orcs and once again throw Sacred Flame at them, because I'm useless and I have 5 health and I'm out of spells. So Sacred Flame is what I do.
Okay. Which orc do you want? The one that's kind of up north a little bit, or the one that's...
Yes. The one that's currently the furthest that's running.
Furthest is running?
Furthest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'm going to make a DC 14 dexterity save.
1 by 1, my points of damage get higher. Like last time it was a 3.
And their saves get higher.
And their
And the
saves.
saves get higher too.
So as he's you kind of misjudge your aim with your Sacred Flame. Just for some reason, you get ready and you put it actually a little bit too far ahead of him. And he sees that flame kind of start to erupt and he just runs a circle around it.
Diana has emotional issues right now. Diana crying. She has tears in her eyes. She's just so happy her niece is alive. She misses. Okay, it happens. I don't want none of it from the elven boys over there.
Does that end your turn, Diana?
Yeah.
You said you're out of spells.
Yeah.
It brings us to Mulfin, who is at the top of the tower, raining havoc down on...
Trying to. Mulfin doesn't say anything. He's just watching this one sorry son of an orc running away after everything he's done, severely injuring both of his direct descendants.
Yeah.
Just reaches out once more, one hand out, another firebolt.
Go ahead and roll your damage, my friend. As it strikes him in the back. God.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And it hits him right on the bottom of the foot as he's running. And gives him a little bit of a burn on the bottom of his foot. Oh! Oh!
He's going to be all...
Focus on your rage, Muffin.
Nice one.
I'm just going to look down over the side. You know, he injured you too. Can't you put an arrow through him already?
I'm trying.
Put him down. That's going to end Mulfin's turn.
All right. This Zentarum on top is going to fire a crossbow at this other orc that's swimming across as he prepares a shot. And fires it that way. And that's going to strike him for 3 points of damage as the crossbow sinks into the flesh of the orc.
Get him.
Sidiri continues to run on top. Or actually, this is Sidiri. Confident Sidiri is
Ow.
This is the theory of the changed woman. Theory.
running right beside Kella over here. She has to sprint to get there. Callista, you're up.
Which of these two orcs look more damaged, or any of them?
They're both injured. The one that's kind of closest to you at the bottom seems to be probably a little bit more damaged than the other one. Seems to have a little bit more blood showing than the other one.
Okay, I will go up to that one. And multi attack.
Okay. The first one is your claw attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to swing with the claw, and he kind of sees you coming and dodges out of the way. But then as you come around with your teeth, your fangs sink into him, and you can roll your damage for your bite.
damage.
6 points of damage as you sink your teeth into his flesh. He's still standing, but definitely now has missing a chunk. That brings us to an orc, which is to the south, I believe. Yep, continues to swim. And gets to the other side. Brings us to Gum Gum, who is still unconscious.
My baby.
Okay, and at the bottom of this round, here's what I'm going to propose to you guys. Basically, you guys can tell by now that these orcs are sprinting to try to run away. And they have really no intention of engaging you guys in any more combat.
Okay.
And to speed things up a little bit, I was just going to have them continue to run.
That's fine.
I vote for one more shot on the big guy.
I'm gonna say, how far can the big guy run? Because I can go 120 feet with mine, so if he can't outrun that distance,
Okay.
I'd want at least one more shot at him too, because I can hit him to. Oh, that's 80.
We could let all of them run except for him.
I mean, I can reach to this point, so unless he can outrun that by the end of his next turn, I'd be getting at least one on him.
Here's what I'll do. I'll go in initiative order with you guys, and you guys can take one more shot. But they're gonna keep on running, so I'm not even gonna run them. I'm just gonna have them just like continue to run. These the elves over here are kind of just going to, now that they see that the orcs are running, they don't really care much anymore. Their work here is
Calista
done.
will make her way towards Mobi.
Okay.
While
So,
they're firing.
Lachlan, if you'd like to take the first shot, you're the first up in the initiative order.
Yeah.
Wow, Lachlan, take him out.
Can I use the cover of this tower to try to get a sneak attack on this guy if I use my cunning action to hide?
Yes, I believe that's how we did it last time. So you're hiding
All
behind
right.
that.
Absolutely.
So you're attacking who?
The big guy that's running. He's
Big guy.
the only one I care about at this point.
All right.
Over here.
Gotcha.
The other thing is we all have inspiration, right?
You do, yeah.
I want to use my inspiration on this one.
All right.
Lay him low, Lachlan.
No!
Oh, even with inspiration, the arrow goes sailing over Gurrash's head.
You guys are traumatized.
I'll use my movement to shake my fist angrily, and then my turn is over.
Nice. Mobi unconscious. Kella and the rest of the crew, they're not really doing anything now that they see everybody's leaving. Next up in the initiative order, I believe, is Diana.
Hello. I passed out earlier. I was so exhausted. Okay. Well, there's nothing really to do except, let them run away. I'll, do another little check-up on Gum Gum for my action, and then I think I'm actually going to start moving towards.
Okay, Diana, for some reason, or Zos, if you could move your phone a little bit, you were just a little bit muffled, so we couldn't really...
Oh.
There you go. That's better.
Oh.
I love how we just let her go through all of it.
I didn't think she'd hear me if I stopped her,
I said not to hear people now. When I get... Yeah, no. What is it? The Charlie people. Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a medicine check on Gum Gum, see if there's anything else that I could possibly do to make her just feel a little bit better. Ease her comfort, put a nice pillow under her head.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Oh yeah. I mean, she's definitely comfortable. You can tell she's breathing.
Okay.
You think you actually saved her from death?
It's a miracle.
It is a miracle, considering how much damage she took.
And then I think I'm gonna I don't know if I should take her with me But I really, I want to start going towards the elves and see if I can make contact.
Okay.
Because I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
So
You can just say that. You can just say that for next, because we'll be out of combat next turn.
Okay.
So you
Then
can just
I
do
will-
that as like an RP thing.
Okay then. So I don't have to use my move for it. I'm just.
No,
I'm
you
on
can
my
just-
way
Okay.
with
Awesome.
Gum Gum in my arm.
Molfin, that brings us to you.
As he's running away, Wolfen's going to take that one last shot at the one who injured his family. And hopes he has better luck than Lachlan did.
It's got a little bit. Oh yes. Roll damage. Roll your damage.
Wrong way, roll. Wrong way.
Let's see how this goes. The first one counts. Go ahead and describe this kill for us. Molfin.
Sitting up there, the last one failing, Lachlan's missed, just looking out.
Sorry.
Tears in
Just
his
a
eyes.
slight twist of his hand as he sends a firebolt right through the back of his head.
And
And
that's
just enough to send him pitching forward into the ground, head sort of smoking.
nice. And Gurrash is just laying in a heap of dead orc on the other side
Without
of the
paying
moat.
attention, Molfin just turns his head over the right side of the tower.
Oh, don't hit me!
Excellent.
When did you get over there?
Oh.
Callista, were you going to take any more shots at these guys, or are you going to just...
No, I was gonna go help the unconscious Mobi.
Okay, excellent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take everybody out of encounter. As
Yay.
finally, after 3 exciting episodes,
Wow.
the raid of orcs on Nightstone has been thwarted. And
I hope.
I'm going to get them off the map. And while I'm doing this, I want to just go ahead and say to everybody, we're about 9:45, so we're going to get ready and take a break. But I wanted to let everybody know we are doing a disaster relief charity event tonight. We are we're trying to help those that have been impacted by all the recent hurricanes and natural disasters. We're using Hand in Hand as our charity. And I'm going to type in ~donate right into the Twitch chat. And it's going to give you a link to their donate page. If you want to jump on there and you want to donate and give a little bit to help others, we would really appreciate it. Zos, this was kind of her idea, so I'm going to give her credit on this one. And we're wearing red just to raise awareness and to be loud and obnoxious. So that's what our red is for tonight. So we thank you guys who are viewing us tonight, tuning in to the Twitch channel. Those of you that are watching on YouTube. Also, I would like to congratulate our cast because they have now leveled up to level 3 characters here during the break. so everybody does a little dance.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna
Did we
cry.
get our spells back?
Wait, Mobi gets a level for sleeping the whole time?
Mobi, that's
He gets a level for surviving.
Does he get proficiency in swimming?
Peace pays off. Peace
He
pays
gets,
off.
advantage in drowning checks.
Mobi survives, and he earns the experience just because he had to deal with that aggravating episode last week where he was on death's
proficient in
door.
death saving.
Oh, that was the most intense moment.
So a lot of different things happen with a lot of different characters at level 3. So during the break, if you guys want to go ahead grab a drink, this break might be just a little bit longer than usual because I want to give them enough time to level up their characters.
Oh gosh, are we gonna need it?
So
Given how the last couple of weeks have gone, oh hell yes, probably. But
So go ahead and if you guys could find some time during the break to level those characters up, and those of you that are watching, please stay tuned. We will be right back here in just a little bit, maybe 5 to 10 minutes as we take a break. Don't forget to jump on to Hand in Hand and give a little donation to those that are really in need of it right now. So we thank you guys for tuning in, and we will be back with you in just a quick second. So we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yes.
Welcome
Yeah,
back,
that's-
everybody. We're back from our break. Our characters and our players are just finishing up getting themselves leveled up to level 3 as they successfully defended Nightstone along with the help of the Zentarum, the goblin friend Gum Gum, some of the guards from the keep, and also from unexpected visitors. These appears to be wood elves from the north had come down to aid. Possibly were in pursuit of these orcs from the Ardeep forest. So, adventurers, what would you like to do at this point?
Okay, so number 1. I would like to heal Gum Gum.
Okay.
And so I'll cast a first level cure wounds
Okay.
and do that.
Okay. Wow. And as you kind of lay your hands on Gum Gum and you're saying your prayer to Ilmater, the entire wound completely seals and closes itself up. Hole still there in the kind of tattered leather and hide armor that she kind of put together herself. But the wound is completely gone. There's no scarring or anything. It's completely gone. And Gum Gum's eyes slowly start to open. And Gum Gum looks right at you, still laying down on the ground as you're kind of kneeling next to her. And Gum Gum looks at you and you save Gum Gum?
Well, I couldn't just let you die. I had to go back for you.
You help Gum Gum.
Of course. Of course, you're my niece, of course.
You Gum Gum family.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Gum Gum just reaches up and just starts to give you this giant hug and wraps.
Oh, she probably stinks.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a stench, yes.
Family doesn't judge family.
As Gum
And
Gum
then I would
locks
like to
into an
rush over
embrace.
and then I would like to rush over and try and be diplomatic with the elves.
Okay, it's like, okay, Gum Gum now.
Before anyone else start talking.
Hug time is over.
Gum Gum looks at you, Diana, and Gum Gum come too.
Yes, of course, of course.
Gum Gum come over. Gum Gum.
Yeah.
Oh, Queen Gum Gum.
Queen.
Queen Gum Gum.
Mm-hmm.
See how that goes.
I believe Callista was headed over that way towards the elves.
Yeah, I was heading over to revive Mobi.
Is Callista still a bear?
I would have dropped it once I got to you because I can't heal him as a bear.
Yeah.
You can heal with
The
the
bear.
healing scent of bear fart.
You guys don't know that.
For some reason, Mobi, you have a dream of this bear. It's, it's kind of like there's a bear like just like holding you underwater for some reason, and you have no idea what's going on.
Trying to drown me? I'm so scared of bears now.
And as Callista approaches Mobi, her form changes back into her half-elf drow cloaked figure. And are you doing a cure wounds, or what exactly are you doing to heal Mobi?
Yeah, I probably would have done like a healing word and used like my healer's kit to kind of like patch up any open wounds.
Okay. What roll do you make for your healing word?
That probably be wisdom. This one. Could do that.
There we go. You heal Why you rolled a 1 on that?
I know.
But as you're casting these saying
Just
these
to wake 'em up.
incantations. Yeah. All of a sudden, Mobi, your eyes start to open with the blurry image of the sky above you, and you still feel really wet and soggy. And
Where am I?
Are you okay?
What happened back there? Oh my god. Oh.
Lachlan's just laughing at you.
Lachlan, are
Mobi.
you okay? Oh,
Where is everyone? Where's all the orcs? Where are they?
they ran away, and we killed some of them.
Oh. I suppose it had to be done.
Yeah.
You almost died.
Yeah.
I did?
Yes.
Can I use my healer's kit on him? Or something,
Yeah,
just to
what-
bandage him up.
I can cast a spell.
I don't know if that works, but
I think healing.
or is that
kit-
just to like stabilize him?
I think it just
maybe?
gives you advantage to like stabilize and things like that.
Oh,
It
okay.
just helps your
I'll
medical checks and things like that.
Okay.
I'm
Then can I
pretty
just do like a
sure.
medicine check to like wrap his wounds?
Sure. Yeah, you can do
I
that.
can do another healing word.
Unbeknownst to everyone, Molfin is just sitting on top of the tower, just going, listening to this idiot talk down there, just going.
And I look at Mobi. Next time, don't jump.
I jumped?
Are you kidding me?
Sure I jumped?
I look at Lachlan, and then I look up at Mobi or Amalfin. I'm like, he's your family. Deal with him.
The last thing I remember, I was up there on the tower.
And now you're down here.
Things happen.
Oh.
Things happen.
They have to happen.
Callista just face palms like, oh, what did I get myself into?
Let's go negotiate peace with some elves. Can you
Um,
guys hear me?
yeah.
Yeah,
we
can
hear
we
you.
see the
Oh,
elves
okay.
from here?
I'm just talking
Yeah,
to
you can
myself.
see them. It seems like they're kind of just
Oh, there they are.
kind of just gathering themselves up. It looks like some of them are just they're kind of getting ready to leave.
Leave?
Some of them are turning around, getting ready to walk back where they came. Where they came.
No! I yell at them, wait, stop.
And then one the leader kind of hesitates before turning around and looks back towards you, Diana.
Oh crap, I didn't think I'd get this far.
He just it's not really like he's got like this like he just got this kind of look in his eye like, okay, what is she gonna say? You know, it's not like
We can help one another. Please, let's negotiate. Let's talk.
we can help one another. It seems like we could only help you.
Did they help us?
Oh, burn! That was some sacred flame right there.
If it's my sacred flame, then it misses.
That's going on it. That is going on a t-shirt. That is going on a t-shirt. If it's my sacred flame, then it misses.
I just
Oh my god, no saving throw from that bird. Josh, we love you.
where? Oh. Man, it seems like they can only help us.
I guess the only
I
appropriate
think it's
words
best
would be
to
thank you,
Part
right?
your losses.
Well, that is what I'm trying to say here. You know, let me just cross this river real quick. It's, you know, can we just stop yelling? I'm just gonna cross this river.
Alright, so Diana swims across the moat towards the elves.
Wait.
You're gonna get kidnapped.
I mean,
As you're
would that be
swimming, you
a-
don't realize, and you bump into you bump into a floating orc body as it's floating by you.
That's an ugly log. Okay. Where's Leader Dude? Leader Dude, homeboy. Okay. I have to get in character and not be socially awkward for
As-
2 minutes.
And as you approach, the other elves are just kind of giving you they're just kind of glaring at you as you approach. Not.
Um,
It seems like a very tense, uneasy moment as you approach.
Hi. My name is Diana Leonhardt. I'm half wood elf actually, and I came to this town hearing about all of the
Aminosity.
conflict here between yourself and the humans, and I just thought, and I came here to make peace with all of that and to try and help resolutions happen. But then everyone was dead, and then orcs attacked, and then some Zentrum people like showed up, and they were weird, and basically, yeah, and a goblin is my niece now. Anyways, how are you?
That was Han Solo right there.
Just give me a second to process.
Okay.
You said a goblin is your niece.
That's
I knew that
something he
was the first
focuses on.
thing he asked.
That's what you stuck on. Not that everyone is. All right, fine then. Okay, well.
And
Listen.
wait, you said there are Zentrum here?
Yeah, I don't know what their deal is, but you know, the leader of them just seems like such a great dude.
Have you had many dealings with Zentrum before?
No.
I can tell. I can tell. Well, I just want to tell you, and he kind of like pats you like at the side of your shoulder like this. I just want to tell you, you are welcome,
Yeah.
and
Guy.
good luck to you
Oh, no.
and your goblin niece.
Thank you.
But we are going to go home.
But wait.
You're welcome.
Don't you want to help the forest?
Don't we want to have what?
Don't you want to help your forest? Don't you think it would be in your best interest to save the humans? That way they owe you a favor and they won't be coming into your forest anymore?
Why would I have any interest at all in saving them?
Because then they would owe you a favor and you could get them to stop coming into your forest.
As far as I'm concerned, you already owe us a favor. We took care of your little orc problem, didn't we? Sent them running into the hills. Like a bunch of
Okay,
scared, afraid rabbits hopping along.
I have a question.
Thank you for that,
Do you
okay?
You guys see like the giants attack? by
Who
any
is that
chance?
talking over there?
It's just our bear.
Just right there.
I can't see you under that cloak. Why do
I
you
don't-
hide? Why do you hide your face?
Because I hate the sun.
Ugh. I see.
Do you have to judge everybody by how they look?
Oh,
Ouch.
Again, did you guys see the giants attack? Have they attacked you?
We didn't see the giants attack, but we've heard of the giants attack.
Did you hear when they attacked?
There's a
Like, could you hear them?
We really didn't hear much other than the constant ringing of a certain bell.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Unfortunately, we had our own problems to deal with as a whole horde of orcs attacked our forests. We were able to dwindle their numbers extensively, and this was the remaining number of them that were running out of the Ardeep Forest, our home. We were in pursuit of them overnight, and it seems like they were trying to hunker down here in Nightstone to save themselves from us.
actually, it seems to me like at the end of it, the orcs were your problem to begin with, and then we came along and we thinned them out for you. So really, it's you who owes us a favor, and gosh darn it, you are going to help us get these humans back.
Oh!
Make a persuasion check, Diana.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use my DM's
We're
inspiration.
salty.
Oh.
Yes!
This group is kind of salty.
I think we're all a little grumpy after the battle.
I have to get super defensive with all my NPCs with you guys.
Where is it? Persuasion.
Holy mother of mercy.
Oh.
What?
I mean, she makes a valid
as Zoss rolls all over the floor in celebration.
There's like 18 decks over there.
I don't know, what would his
Not what I'm
insight
voting
be?
for later.
Oh my god.
Just
Oh.
he came close, but I wanted to give it a whirl just to see what would happen. So he kind of looks down almost awkwardly, as if it's like he just can't find words right now as he's looking around.
You
And
can't argue with it.
then he looks up at one of the other elves that's kind of looking towards him, and it's almost like three of them are like standing there like waiting for him to say something. But he just kind of looks back at you with like a little bit of a glare. Then looks back down, casts back down to the feet. Will they stop coming into our homeland?
That's literally what I promised you in the beginning, so yeah.
That's what we're here for.
And you can guarantee it.
Nothing is guaranteed, but I can make a very strong case, and I'm quite confident in my diplomatic abilities right now.
You seem to radiate confidence. I don't know.
Oh, yes, that.
Well,
What's your number, babe?
Pardon me?
Nothing. It's a just. Continue.
Oh, one of the other elves is just like, I don't get it. He doesn't get the
You don't
joke. So he looks back at you, the leader's like, okay, so what
I'll go over to Diana.
what would you ask of me?
I would ask that you ally with our forces as the Zentarum and as, hopefully, thanks to my new relative, the goblins will, and we're going to raid a goblin stronghold where they are keeping the humans that they want to
The
eat,
caves.
and we're going to restore them to their homeland and live happily ever after. Hopefully.
Basically, we are doing a coup to overthrow the Goblin King and make her niece the Goblin Queen, and then everybody lives happily ever after.
And then I'm royalty.
Foolproof plan.
He puts one hand up on his head, and he just kind of just does this for a minute. It's like, well, there are gonna need to be some conditions here. Number one,
Okay.
the wood elves, we will never work that closely with the Zentarum that you have here housed at Nightstone.
What's wrong with them?
That will not happen. It's either the Zentarum are allied with you or us. There will not be both of us.
I choose you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Zentarum. I
And-
believe you.
Wise choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're dicks.
another. Do you realize that even if a clan of goblins gets turned over to new goblin leadership, that they're still going to cause a problem for us here near the Ardeep Forest, correct?
That's your problem to deal with.
Where's the caves? Do we know exactly where the caves are?
Yeah, you have that map, that crude map that Gum Gum drew.
Yeah.
Kind of I think carved it into a piece of wood or something like that. It's
Mhm.
it's only about a mile away.
But is it like in the Ardeep Forest? Like, where's the cave?
The caves are in the Ardeep Forest is to the north. The caves are kind of to the northwest.
Okay.
So, yeah, right there, Matthew. Exactly where you're pointing. You got it.
Okay, so y'all gotta go right over here. Oh, that's my ruler. That's not my pinger.
So you guys over on the other side, you guys are able to hear this entire conversation. What are you guys doing over on the other side of the river? You're just kind of chilling. This Zentarum is kind of hanging out there. He's not really. he doesn't really want to hang out there with Molfin too much, because if I remember right, Molfin and him had a little bit of a... Molfin kept on picking
had
on
a
him.
tiff.
Yeah, keeping on picking on him because he couldn't hit anything.
Just
That's a
quickly, I
very
want to insight what Lachlan just said to me.
Wait, say that again. For some reason, it was breaking up.
I want to make an insight check. I want Lachlan just talk to me in the chat.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. So, I'm trying to catch up on what Lachlan was saying to you. Sorry. Or what are you trying to do here, Lachlan? I mean, with this this conversation, are you trying to deceive him into totally thinking that are you purposely deceiving, or are you? Because I would say some of it is true, but not maybe.
I think that
not quite to that extent. Yeah, a little.
if he's reading me, that is probably what he's getting out of this.
Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a deception check. If you beat it, then he totally believes that you did save him. 100%. Okay, no, yeah, Mobi, you have a hunch that it's a little bit of a tall tale.
I'm gonna lean over to Lachlan and I'm gonna flick him in the ear. Don't lie to me.
Oh! It was half true. Well, a quarter true.
Okay.
So if you did.
Molfin's just looking at the Zentrum beside him. Is this guy looking like he's going to walk away, or what's he doing?
He's kind of staring out at this conversation that's happening between Diana and Callista. He looks like he's really trying to listen to hear what's happening, but it doesn't seem like he's getting all of it. So he kind of turns to you without looking at you, Molfin. Kind of leans to you a little bit, and he's like, "What do you think they're talking about out there?"
I really can't hear from here. It's how would you like to help me out in hearing a little more of what they're saying?
I could do that. I don't trust it. It doesn't.
Beautiful.
Doesn't feel right.
No. Oh no.
You can push him.
Method behind the madness. Push first.
You pushing him?
Yep.
What? Wait,
Go ahead.
What's going on? What's
Okay.
going on?
We will call this a. We're gonna call this a shove. Okay. I think that's a basic.
It's not a bull rush.
I think. I can't remember the rules on shove. It's one of the actions in the player's handbook. Is it like? Is it an attack or is it a athletics kind of roll?
Page 195.
Is it 195?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
195.
Let's see what the handbook says for a shove. I think I'm on 195. Yeah, here we go.
Shoving a creature.
Attack.
Yeah,
action.
special attack. Yep.
Either knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks, replaces one of them. The target you shove. Okay, you make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength or acrobatics.
Well, let's hope this works, as there's a method behind the madness if this works.
And he's gonna try to just he sees it coming just barely and tries to dodge it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well.
Oh boy.
Now Zentrum gonna massacre us.
so Molvin, you gotta shove him, and he just backs away from you, and you start to lose your balance a little bit. Can you make a strength strength saving throw for me?
Oh no. Oh no.
I had a follow-up action I wanted to do. Can I just choose to fail that test, save?
Sure.
I'll just go right over the side.
Muffin just falls off of the tower.
And if I can manage it before I hit the ground, I'm going to cast Levitate.
Excellent. And then all of a sudden, right before he hits the ground, Muffin just starts hovering about 3 foot above the edge of the rocky cliffside below.
Gramps is my hero.
And the Zentrum doesn't even realize, like, it was so bad. It was so bad the Zent is just like sitting there like stunned, like, what are you doing? like he doesn't even realize you tried to push him. It was that bad.
As Mofin slowly just starts to float towards the conversation over this way.
He just ignores.
I was attempting to give you an enchantment so you could float over and hear them, but
he's like, you could have made me do that.
That was the intent, but
me next.
Lachlan's like jumping up with his hand up.
And then Wolfen will slowly, over however long it takes, float his way over to the group of 3 that are talking, but he's going to make sure that he's floating about 6 feet in the air, so he's sort of eye level with everybody.
So, Diana, as this wood elf is talking to you, all of a sudden you see his eyes like slowly turn towards the side, and he's just like looking, and his eyes kind of get a little wider as he watches this very, very old gnome just hovering his way over the moat. And he points over there and looks at you, Diana, and says, "Is he with you?"
Yes.
So I get a little closer. Yes, I'm her great-grandfather.
Really?
You're what? Wait. Wait, I never knew anything about that.
So,
she's looking at Wolfen, and he's like,
so you have a goblin niece and a gnome great grandfather?
Yes, it's a very
What's with you and judging people?
lots of
Yeah, it's not judging. It's just a very interesting family dynamic that we have here.
you know,
Wait,
a lot of divorces.
tell me about it.
you should see the house during the holidays.
He kind of smiles a little bit at that.
All right, Lachlan, let's get over there.
We've had a lot of divorce.
So what is it that we're doing? I know you're claiming to want a partnership with us in rescuing these humans, but
Yeah.
what is the plan to rescue these humans? Do you even have one? Why should I put my
50%.
men in danger for this?
Well, in regards to the plan, we've got about 15% of one. It is made up of put Gum Gum on the throne and kill people, and that's about it. But I think that it's good so far. It's a good foundation. And well, why should you put your men on the line? I mean, well, we are. Did you know that I'm half wood elf?
You said that, yes.
Just wanted to make sure. You know, you could, like, I don't know, help your people or something. I don't know. I might be, like, related to you or whatever. Just, you know, the family dynamic is, yeah.
Yes, and who are those two? Those two sopping wet individuals that just climbed out of the water on the other side.
I am Lachlan.
Like a wet dog, and my hair is like flopping to the side.
Yeah, Mobi's red hair is just like Slap
I take
down.
off a shoe and turn it upside down to let water pour out. Like,
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Don't mind them, they're just more family. We seem to have quite the family affair going on today.
I'm gonna walk over with my arm outstretched. I'm Mobi. Pleased to meet you.
He almost
He stares at your hand, Moby. he doesn't reach out for it at all. He just looks at you.
What is
Hold
there
on, don't
something
be
on the
racist.
end of it? I don't see anything.
I'm still trying to figure all this out. It's a very interesting group of creatures we have here. And he looks.
Speaking of, where's Gum Gum?
And just as you say that, you turn around and
Gum
Gum
would've been
is.
By the tree?
Gum starts to. Gum was actually. Oh, I just made Gum really.
Gum starts
Jesus.
Gum stretches out, and Gum turns into a gargantuan beast. Gum is walking up, and Gum has a bunch of orc weapons tucked under both of her arms, as she was raiding all of the dead orcs around her land. And she's got all these things, and in her mouth, she is holding like one of the necklaces that the orcs were wearing, and it has a bunch of elven ears dangling from it.
Oh,
As she kind of comes up, and she's like, she's got this in her mouth. She's like,
Very,
Gum, go, let's stop.
I very quickly grab the elf ears and I throw them into the water.
Splash. They splash into the water. It's almost like nonchalantly. She just like grabs it. Splashes it. And
Anyway, this is my niece.
there's a cop, you throw your beer, like.
it's
Yeah.
not there.
I whisper to them, best behavior. No eating.
No eating?
No eat these people. Best behavior.
These elves don't taste good.
Good.
I agree.
Not as good as people.
Little bit racist, but okay.
Gum, just a question. Where do gnomes fit into all this food chain stuff?
Don't get chance eat gnome very often.
Oh, well, if you ever do, Lachlan over there, he's mighty tasty.
Not true, not true. No.
Yeah,
Gum Gum
gnome,
doesn't eat family.
gnome more dessert.
Oh, we're sweet. You hear that? We're sweet. I like that.
I'm guessing elves are bitter.
No, gnome not very filling.
You're very small.
It's very important. Be good.
I got you gifts. And Gum
That's
throws
all.
a couple battle axes down in front of you, and a couple
Jump backwards
a couple
so that I can, like,
javelins.
fall from-
I am so touched, and I'm a little bit teary-eyed, to be honest. And I just say, Gum, I am so proud of you.
Gum
You were doing
kind of-
amazing, sweetie.
kind of smiles in confidence and kind of nods and says, "Me, I get more."
Okay, why don't you give
Gum,
them to our
Can
new
you go
friend?
look for my dagger over there?
What?
It's in the water over there. And I point to where I think the dagger left.
At the bottom, real deep.
Hey,
Gum, go find. Gum, go find.
Oh, Gum, I'm missing your shoe as well. And I look down and like one of my shoes is just fallen off. Somehow along the way.
Gum, go
Can I
find.
make an insight check to see if Lachlan stole it?
Sure.
I have no idea if he actually stole it, but hey, why not?
I put
See
my
if I can
hand
roll
over
another
Lachlan's
one.
mouth again.
Okay, Lachlan, did you steal Moby's shoe?
Well.
Because I don't even know.
I don't think any of us did.
If you did, go ahead and make a deception check. If you didn't, just tell him you didn't. I don't know.
I pull out my pockets and they're empty.
Shoe in the pocket, classic.
All the time.
We're in the middle of negotiating peace.
I turn to the
Go.
elf. Who's your lead? Like, who's your leader? Back home.
Oh, back home?
Yeah.
Her name is Gloriel.
L'Oreal. Oh.
Would I have
Gloria.
heard that name before?
Oh yeah, me too.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Can I make that history check too? Because I'm half elven, half wood elf.
Sure.
Yay!
History.
History.
Yeah, just be a regular roll.
Is there any point in me making it for the studying, or not really? Given I'm not
Uh,
really from around here.
You can, but it's going to be harder for you. The DC
Okay.
would probably be harder for you just because of...
Well, then I'll toss my thing into the hat. Studying and reading's what I do.
You
Apparently not very well, though.
Surprisingly enough, none of you have heard that name before.
Wow.
But you know, you can kind of tell that he's kind of being honest with you. He's telling you the right name. It just
Okay.
And DM,
Well-
we were requested here through the priest guy, right? From Lady Nandor.
Lady Nandar sent a like a letter to the priest, the head priest in Daggerford, and he's the one who kind of commissioned you guys as a group to go do this. But it was Lady Nandar who reached out, but it was the priest who sent you.
Okay, I'll let them know that Lady Nandar, before she died, she was actively seeking a resolution to the problem with the poachers. She didn't want her humans going into your forest. She was already actively seeking us. That's why we're here.
Well, I'm sorry to hear of her death. And
And her people are held hostage. And we just helped you clear out the orcs, so it might be nice to, in her memory, help save her people.
well, I'm fine with that as long as we don't have any of those Zentarum around.
We have a slight problem to deal with then. As what do we do with the Zentarum and the intern?
And
Because if we just leave them here, they'll take over the city.
Well, they already promised to let the humans come back, right? Like, they want reign
But they
over
wanna
the
do that
city.
under control.
Pardon?
Oh, I was just gonna say, but they want to do that when it's underneath their control.
The main
Like,
thing is that the conflict between the humans and the elves stops. Whatever
Yeah.
else happens, happens.
Yeah.
Right, but as this elven
They won't
chap
really
has
have
said,
power if they have no one to have power over.
Right, but this elven chap has already said he has issues with the Zentarum. If we leave them
Yeah.
in charge of this city, is that not guaranteeing that the elves will just attack this city to deal with the Zentarum?
We have to persuade the Zentarum.
Well, let's ask him.
he kind of chimes
They're
in.
right
he's,
here.
he's kind of hearing the conversation. He's like, looks to you and is,
Oh hey.
as long as these pesky poachers stay out of our land and keep to themselves, there will be peace.
That's fair.
All right.
Humans
Even
stick
with the
in the
Zentarum?
moat, elves to the forest. Easy.
And just then, you guys hear a splash as Gum Gum dives into the water
Oh goodness.
and sinks below the surface.
I have anxiety. Like run to the edge of the water like a concerned mother. Like
You can see Gum Gum under the surface, kind of swimming around. Appears that she is just following the instructions of her group, and she's gathering anything that she can find.
okay. Did Gum Gum level up by the way? Does Gum Gum have more hit points?
Gum 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 doesn't get to level up. Gum Gum is a NPC character.
That was an ambitious thing.
Good official party member.
Well done.
I've got to recruit. I've got to go interview somebody else to come on board just to play Gum Gum now.
Yes!
Do it.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, what's your name, sir, elven hunter guy?
My name is Rond.
Ron.
Rond.
How do you spell
Ron.
Maybe kind of scuffed.
Ron.
It's spelled R-O-N-D. Rond.
Okay.
Okay.
He turns to Lachlan, just like nudges him in the side, like, get a load of this guy.
Diana swats them. Shut up. Be respectful. It's my culture.
And as you guys are kind of chatting, all of a sudden, Zulkin starts to approach
Oh, buddy.
from the outside,
My
kind of
hair.
behind Lachlan and Mobi here, and he's like just slowly walking up, kind of nonchalant. No weapons drawn or anything, but he looks kind of hesitant to get too close. Not really sure who these elves are, but he's half elf himself. So as he walks up, he's like, So we just wanted to say thank you. As he's looking towards the elves for helping us out with that little problem that we've had. But I think we've got it from here.
Well, actually, Zulkin, baby, sweetheart, future husband, we were about possibly allying with them and aiding and combining their forces, because truly it's better for us to fight this as one unit, and it's in the better interest of everyone in this area to stop the goblin threat and keep the humans. So they're gonna help us.
They're gonna help us. You know, for as pretty as you are, sometimes you don't make a whole lot of sense.
I would like to hit him with a lightning bolt for that.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. He's rude.
Let it loose.
It's a gentle little electric.
Oh, you're not gonna really zap him?
I'm not gonna really
Zap his
zap
butt.
him. Yeah, it'll just be a
Okay,
little,
Little.
to it.
Okay, you don't have
Like,
to roll
hey.
for that. You just kind of give him a little zap. And he's oh.
Don't be rude.
What was that?
Lightning bolt, idiot. Anyways,
She's S for sure.
Well, Diana, will you please just walk with me for a second?
oh, all right then.
As this happens, Molfin just looks at Callista. So she assaults him, and then he requests private time with her.
They have a complicated relationship.
Is this how she
Don't
she
get
mentioned this
involved.
was her culture?
Don't get
Is this how
involved.
elves do things?
Well, if
Look
you
over at
want to get
Rand
technical
as well.
with Drow are way worse
So,
than
can I go for a nice romantic walk on
No.
the river?
Oh, my.
relationships.
The night is young.
So he kind of gestures you, Diana, to just kind of walk with him, just to have
Yeah.
a little chat.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna go with him?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start to walk, and he kind of like slowly. It's kind of like the walk on the beach kind of style, you know, just like kind of like slowly
Flips
walking.
his up.
But he's
Yawns.
like,
Ah!
and he kind of looks towards you, and then he like casts a look over his shoulder towards the elves and the rest of the group, and he's like, I think it's dangerous to trust them.
I thought that it was dangerous to trust you at first, and they're my people. I just don't see how, when it serves their better interest, why they wouldn't want to help us and do the right thing and stuff. I mean,
I want to sneak up and listen to them.
Okay,
I mean-
roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Wolfen is so good to get him in trouble.
Do I need to?
Can I do it before he
Diana,
does-
what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is really high. It's 16.
Oh yeah,
No!
you can
He
hear.
did that.
Oh,
That's fine.
There's like these like little like green like bushes and shrubs like all around here, and you can see like one of them is actually moving with feet sticking out from the bottom of it. It's like slowly following you.
Oh!
Throw light at him to blind him and send him on his way.
I was just looking for something I dropped, and I walked back to Molten and Moby.
And Lachlan gets back and I'm gonna flick his ear again.
Ah!
Conversations.
Lachlan's ear is now bright red. Callista just shaking her head. I'm not sure what is going on here. Well, Zolkin kind of. Okay, you go ahead.
As I was saying, I believe in the benefit of the doubt and in assuming the best in people. And I think that their intentions may be pure for this. They may not be the most motivated group, but they have a vested interest, I'm sure. Just have to dig one up.
Well, he kind of stops and kind of gestures you to stop walking as well. Almost like basically like turns you to face him a little bit.
Oh.
And he's looking at you and he's like, "Well, I just want you to know that I want you to be careful, but I cannot go. We need to stay here to secure this town. And now that this raid has happened, it kind of got everybody on edge. I mean, we've lost one of our men.
I'm so sorry.
We've been traveling
While
together
they're
for
off
quite some time.
talking, could I just excuse myself from the elves? I said I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go find that guard that I gave the letter to, and I want to make sure that he sends it like now while everybody's distracted.
Ah, yes. Good. Yeah, so you're headed your way back into Nightstone. Mulfin, you're standing there, and Rond is standing there kind of just, watching all this take place, watching
But
all
I tell
the-
Ron, wait, I'll be right back.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough, but we need to come up with some kind of a plan here. Right now, all I know is we have 15% of a plan. We have the next Goblin Queen or something.
yeah.
Pretty
We
accurate.
have the next Goblin Queen and a means to get us to the location and a way in.
Oh,
Then all we have to do is get
When
the
did this
people
become
out.
so you, Mr. Floating Man, you know exactly where we're going.
Mr. Floating.
Ugh. I am Molfin Zodnik Amaranthos Wisp into the Green East. I'm 375 years old, and you should do some respect. And I'm gonna try to thwap him with the tip of the cane on his forehead, be like,
Oh my god, no!
Okay, let's go
"Annoying
ahead.
little brat."
Oh, it's too-
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Just to see what happens with your staff.
I know.
Okay.
Oh!
As you do it, he catches it. And he kind of gives you this look like, what did you even do that for?
This is one of those like bad Muppet or Sesame Street things where he's got the end of it, and I'm like,
and he,
trying to get it back from him.
he looks, he kind of almost pulls you in a little closer, and he looks at you and he's like, try it again. And you see all them back there? And he kind of gestures back to all the other wood elves that are holding their bows.
Oh my god. I leave him for 2 seconds.
Oh.
They are at my command. Do you understand?
Oh, you gotta excuse him. He's out of his mind. You saw how old he is. I mean, 375, really? And you expect him to be sane?
He just
Come
looks-
on,
he's
like
just-
he's crazy. Just leave him be.
He lets go of the staff. And he just gives Mobi an awkward look and sighs.
Young people these days, no respect for my age or station.
He is clearly senile. I mean, he belongs in a home somewhere. But we felt bad. We bring him out to get a bit of fresh air, and this happens. So, I mean, apologies in advance.
Ron kind of looks at you all. Was like, if we're gonna do something, we better do something here soon, because we've been on the road. We've been on this journey for quite some time, and I want to get my men back to their families.
Oh, soon it would be much better than later. Yep, I would love to leave soon.
And,
Okay.
so Zolkin.
As soon as
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I have something to say.
All right. Zolkin kind of looks at you, Diana, and kind of gestures towards the gates at Nightstone. He's like, I saw what you did back there.
Oh, thank you. Which
So,
thing? Which one of my amazing, beautiful, luscious moments are you?
Well, I just wanted to say how amazingly brave that was. And
Thank you.
I haven't seen bravery like that in quite some time. And he reaches into a pouch and he pulls out what looks like a
wedding ring.
decent size amber gem. It's like kind of glistening,
Close it up.
glistening gold, kind of like a gold translucent. It's smooth. It's been like smooth all around, so it's kind of like an oval shape. And he opens up your hand and he puts it in your hand. And,
Oh my god.
and he says,
Are
and
you
he says, he closes your hand around it, and he says, I want you to hold this because it reminds me of your radiance and your light. I want you to keep it.
My feelings. Okay. Thank you, Zolkin.
It's a
Thank
promise
you.
rock.
It's a promise rock.
Yes.
I have to ask one question. What is your intention here with this city? Is it good? Is it malicious? Because I don't know. There are a lot of people that don't seem to trust you, and I just have to be sure.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Where am I at? There I am.
Well, yeah, I don't even think he can beat that. So as he kind of like almost like it looks like he's hesitant to tell you at first, but then he looks kind of towards you and says, "Well, we have specific instructions that we were supposed to come up here and secure Nightstone because of its location. It's a perfect place for a Zentarum base because of its location to Waterdeep."
Waterdeep?
Yes.
What is that?
Waterdeep is one of the largest cities of the north.
And what is your intention with Waterdeep?
Well, it's just a method to help us to gather more information, to gather reconnaissance on anything that we would need, and also to help us to just gain another stronghold here in the north, to help us out in any of those
Okay.
situations.
Okay.
And its position to the Ardeep Forest is also great because, we can always keep an eye on things that are happening around in this area.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks for the rock.
You're welcome.
It was very sweet and seemed rather genuine. Can I insight that?
Sure.
Can I insight him?
Insight, yeah. You can.
You said that like you've been waiting for me to insight the entire time.
Kind of have, yes.
Listen, she's very trusting. She's young. Oh my god, she's so young. She makes so many mistakes. Has no insight whatsoever.
You don't get the vibe that he's being dishonest
He's in love with me.
but you still do feel like he still has he still has feelings probably for Kella.
I'll fight her.
I put doubt
There's
there,
a-
though. I put doubt there.
There's a moat to drown her in,
I am so sorry your girlfriend died. By the way, this finger is unavailable.
It's not I'm sorry she died. It's I'm sorry she was eaten to death by a black bear, stabbed 3
No,
times by
no,
a gnome.
Callista wants to feed Kella to Gum Gum, remember? So just keep that in mind, Diana.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say that, just keep it in mind.
Actually, Callista, as you are walking back towards the drawbridge, you see that Kella is walking out from the drawbridge. And she looks like she is just frantically searching for something or someone. And,
For my man.
and she turns to you and she's like, have you seen Zolkin?
Nope.
He's with me.
Nope, I haven't.
Make a
Nope.
deception check.
Oh my god.
This is like.
I have an idea.
Oh god. I'm not great at deceptions. Nope. She sees right through it.
Oh
Let's see.
no.
Oh, she's actually got a pretty decent bonus to insight too.
Do something. Really quick.
Oh well, she didn't roll well, but she rolled enough.
You roll better than me.
She looks right at you, Callista, and she says, "You're lying. I can tell. I can
Oh,
see right
shit.
through you."
Okay.
And
I have a
Callista's
thing.
like,
I have a thing. Okay, as soon as Kella looks and sees all that, I'm gonna give Zolkin a little kiss on the cheek for
Oh, so you just and wait. Say that again. You cut out on me, Zoss. I didn't hear everything. You're gone.
you're God.
Go all out.
She hit the mute button on her phone, I think.
He's gonna type it out.
Oh no,
Oh,
the phone
no.
died. Oh no. Hold that.
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought, Zoss. We're gonna go back to Callista.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just kind of looks at you and says, "You're lying," and
And I kind of like give her like a grin and turn back to where I was going. And
you
just
just
ignore
walk
her.
right by her. Okay.
Yeah.
She just kind of she gives one. She almost like sucks her teeth, like, and then just like stomps past like outside and just starts
Yes!
heading on.
Callista's. And I walk away.
It's like a cat fight brewing right here. It's like, it could get pretty brutal. Watch out, everybody. And,
I'm typing it into the chat so Diana can read it if her phone's
Yeah.
still down.
Okay. And
So yeah, I find that guard that I know.
okay. Yeah, you can see actually the 3 guards are kind of together over here. And they're trying to calm, like, Sidiri is basically almost raging herself. Like, she is, like, ready to go to war, gripping the spear in both hands, like, to the point where, like, her fingers are almost bleeding. She's, like, holding it so tightly. And they're both, the Torum, who has, like, the kind of the heavier set guy with the beard, and Kaylin with the kind of short brown hair. They're both kind of like trying to calm her down as you come into the center of the Nightstone.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna copy paste what I wrote to you.
Okay.
So everybody.
Sure. Absolutely.
That's what I wanted.
Okay. So you kind of try to grab Kaylin for his attention, and he looks towards Torin and says, will you try to calm her down? I'll be right back.
In a moment.
Okay. Just
a moment.
Just a moment. Yes.
Yeah.
What,
Yep.
what is it that you need? And he starts walking with you.
And I hand him the letter.
Okay.
And I hand him the ring.
Where did you get this?
Lady Nandar.
You pulled it from her person?
Yes, I had to.
Well,
And I let him read the letter.
Okay, he starts reading through it. You can see
And I'm
he's the gears are turning in his mind as he's like reading it. He's like, starts nodding his head. He said, now I see.
Yeah. There's a reason I took the ring, and that's why.
We need to get this Daggerford right away.
But please don't allow the Zentrum, especially Zolkin, to see this. Especially the ring.
He like looks up at the top. You can see the two guards that are standing up top. They're kind of not facing you guys or anything. Seems like now is the perfect time then.
Exactly. And I figure you were the most trustworthy person who was closest to Lady Nundar.
And his eyes kind of get wide. And he's like, I've got an idea.
I'm all ears.
With Sidiri in her current state, there's no way we could be of any help to Zolkin and his men. Maybe he'll allow us to take Sidiri to get some help.
Right. That's a good idea.
That might be our way out.
I would appreciate it if you could. Just might give you guys a little bit more support in the coming days. You teach.
And he kind of like looks around and he's just like, it's gonna be tough. We're moving on from what we know and what we do.
I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did you guys hear my little thing? Because I had a great little plot twist for the drama.
No, but as Callista kind of walks away from the guards, you can see Kaelin immediately goes to Torum and kind of starts whispering something into his ears as he's trying to kind of sustain and hold Sidiri at bay while she's kind of going crazy. Okay.
Well, I had a thing where if Kella was walking towards me and Zolkin, I would kiss him on the cheek as I walked away, and hopefully she would see that, and I would cause drama.
Okay. Kella actually starts to approach rather hastily with a very disturbed look on her face, almost as if somebody just really made her mad.
Oh,
gee, I wonder.
Might have been Callista's doing, I don't know. And as she approaches, Diana leans over quickly and pops a kiss on Zolkin's cheek and starts to walk away. And as she walks away, she just kind of gives a little glance over towards Kella. And their eyes meet for a second. And you can see almost the color just drain out of Kella's face. And she looks then right towards Zolkin. And they make eye contact at that point. And Zolkin's face is almost like cleared of any expression. And that's where we're going to end episode 7.
Yeah!
Oh my god, I love drama. I feel like I'm on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
There you go.
Callista's so satisfied right now. She's so happy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
That
gosh.
was the best decision I ever made.
Meanwhile, we're playing I Spy up with the elves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Moment's actually probably over here because his spell's just about over and he doesn't want to fall in the water.
That's it. There you go.
A prudent choice.
Well, so we saw tonight the elimination of a lot of the orcs and their attempted raid of Nightstone. We saw the introduction of these wood elves from the Ardeep Forest show up. We saw some high drama between Team Tall and the Zentrum and all their interactions. Gum Gum is alive again and well. And continues to be Gum Gum.
Continues, yeah. She knows.
She doesn't change.
No.
Oh,
I
man.
love
So, once again, thank you guys for all tuning in tonight. This is the point
Thank
of the
you so
show
much.
where we decide of certain moments during the show that kind of stood out and award a free Nat 20 for somebody for next week's session, and also maybe a chance for somebody to earn some DM's inspiration. So viewers who are logged in right now, if you want to chime in, if there was something tonight, whether a combat or role play, that really stood out to you as well, because I think we are due for a viewer's decision, because we eclipsed 65 followers on Twitch this week. So for a viewer decision, if you guys can go ahead and type in the Twitch chat maybe a moment or a character that really stood out, that did something spectacular tonight, that we can award some either inspiration to or a nat 20 to. I would love to do that. So players, what do you guys think tonight?
The farting bear was a highlight.
The farting bear was a highlight, yes.
Incredible.
I really liked how Molfin avenged the destruction wrought upon his kin. I thought that was awesome. That just roasted him from behind.
Yes.
That kiss, though.
I was
That
rather
kiss.
enjoying Diana's interactions. And
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for next week's oil wrestling match. It's going to happen between these two. We'll sell tickets.
wow.
It'll fund all of Molfin's spell needs.
It's going to be 2-on-1 because Callista will join that fight.
Yeah. Callista, it's not going to be a fair fight because Callista's going to turn into a bear and just
No.
maul her.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
then once
on
it's
her
over, Diana will lower the body to Gum Gum, and Gum Gum will eat.
Yes! Plan for next week. We got it.
Josh is chiming in chat wanting to give Mobi some inspiration.
Well, what?
So,
Good one.
Oh, yes, the dying? What did I do? Thanks, Lady Josh. You're a legend.
I think Josh is giving it to you because he feels without it, you're just going to die again.
Definitely.
Is it that far?
Yep. All right. Well,
Which
here,
I don't get because you got a 20 AC.
Yuki.
I do now.
here's what we'll do. We will go ahead and we will give Diana the drama that you created right there at the end.
I'm
was-
making storylines.
was pretty amazing.
Okay.
So I'm glad you got your phone back on for that because that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So let's go. We're gonna give you the nat 20 for next week, and I want everybody else to make sure they have a point of DM's inspiration. So Diana nat 20, Callista, Lachlan, Mobi, Molfin, all mark your inspiration for next time, so you will have it again. Because Molfin got his retribution and revenge.
Oh, that was so cool.
Took long enough.
Mobi is now with us again, and it's
Yeah.
it's
not
good.
dead.
Thanks
it's
to
good
Lachlan
it's good to
saving his
have
life.
It's good to have him back among the speaking individuals in the campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They was
Dr.
giving me a
Bear.
break. I didn't have to say what.
He did well as a
He's at
fish.
Mobi or Dr. Bear.
and
Thanks, Carrot Rope.
and Lachlan is always trying to sneak around and
And failing.
Oh my
poking
God. The bushes. That was
Yeah.
classic too.
Well, Zos, what was your quote again that I want to put on a T-shirt? If it was my sacred flame, it just misses or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
it
it's
was-
my sacred
well, if it's
flame.
My sacred flame, then it misses. Then it completely misses.
That is
Mhm.
awesome. Well, once again, to all of our viewers, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. And one last chance, this is our disaster relief episode,
Yeah.
and we are giving to charity tonight. So if you are, if you feel inclined, we have, if we type in a donate, exclamation point, donate, Hand in Hand 2017. The link is in the Twitch chat. If you would like to donate to disaster relief for all those affected by hurricanes and all the natural disasters, especially here in the U.S. that we've had recently, you can click on that and it'll automatically take you to a donate page. You can choose an amount to donate and just give some back to those who really need it right now. So we really do appreciate it. That's why we're all wearing red, to raise awareness for that. Awesome session, guys. I
That was
can't
awesome.
say enough. It was so much fun, and I'm always looking forward to next Friday as we
We lived.
and we live.
I'd like to thank those elves for saving our lives.
Yeah.
I can draw
What
people now.
what did Josh call it? Josh called it Sagitta Ex Machina or something.
That's
Yeah. Sagid Ex Machina.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm adding to my treasure list Amber Stone and a boyfriend.
There you go. Yes. Gotta love it.
Wow.
Dungeons.
Haven't even gone on their first date yet, and we're already studying.
Yeah. Like this is like they just met today. Like this is the same day. Game time.
Oh.
It's only been
Yeah,
like,
boyfriend
what,
and every-
less than an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's Dungeons and Dragons, man. Anything could happen.
Yep.
Well, congratulations.
Cursed treasure.
I'm looking for a long rest.
Cursed treasure. Yes, Josh. Josh calls the boyfriend cursed treasure on chat.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Just once again, guys, awesome job. Don't forget, double check your character sheets to make sure you got everything correctly leveled up to 3 for next week as we continue to move on in our story. Don't forget, on Monday nights, Matthew is running Tomb of Annihilation right here on Proficiency Bonus. Yes, that guy over there. Skip JJ and go one
Yeah.
guy more. Yeah. he's running it. It's fantastic DM. They just got into it. I think they ended their first episode with just revealing some baddies that are going to be just bearing down on the group. So
They're all gonna die.
they might. we'll see what happens. So don't forget to tune
Genius
in on
is just gonna
Mondays.
ditch, really do.
And I try to rebroadcast streams on Twitch, and we also have all these up on YouTube. So if you go check out Proficiency Bonus and subscribe to us on YouTube, you can catch all these episodes and just catch up, watch all the old ones, see all the drama unfold as we continue to go through Storm King's Thunder, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. This is just we just dipped our toes into the moat right now. I'm sure it will be we'll be pulling a Mobi here. We'll be unconscious, face down in it at some point.